What is up, Flock? Feenix here, and welcome back to my Farming Simulator 22 Feenix Moment. This is where we talk about everything happened last week, everything happened this week, and so on. But before we get into last week, you guys know we have to start off by thanking our elite Flock members. These are beautiful people that help support the channel. And one of the perks of being an elite Flock member is you get your name shouted out at the beginning of every Feenix Moment. So without further ado, let's run down this list of awesome people. We have Mr. Cat's Pajamas, Mr. Keegan F04, Mr. Matt Carter, and Mr. JT Bedard's Gaming. So thank you guys so very much for your continued support. It does mean a lot to me. And as always, I love your faces. We do have an honorary, for this week, honorary member, I guess you can say. And we're just going to pick his comment for the comment of the week, I guess, to choose. I don't know what you want to call them. But Firefighter Dylan Dean donated $4.99 on the Saturday night's live stream. I'm actually recording this after Saturday night, not Friday night. So thank you, Dylan, first off, for your donation. And I love your face too. But he actually, with a comment, said, if they make a new farming simulator, what would be one thing you would think they should change? Now, there's a whole list of technical things I think should change. Be it like optimizing multiplayer and all that jazz. They do have to do a lot of work in specifically multiplayer with it's just chaos. But one thing I really like, it's top of my wish list, and I don't really know what else they could add to farm sim, but the thing that tops my list is irrigation systems. Like, we've gotten everything else that I could imagine in my brain that I would want in farm sim. The last thing is like true blue irrigation systems. They're very common in my part of the area, and very common, I'm guessing, across the U.S. because, Indiana, Missouri, everybody has them. So I would like to see that, like a way to like buy it for your field and maybe like set it and actually work. That'd be awesome. But anyway, Dylan, thank you for your comment, and thank you for the donation, man. Much appreciated. So let's move into last week, and what a crap show of last week was. Oh, actually, before we do, there's another comment I want to point out, and I've gotten a couple of questions in my Discord. Some people were asking if the Thin Line Outfitting Discord has closed down, or if they've been kicked, stuff like that. I've been getting a few questions about that. The server still does exist, and yes, everyone was kicked out. I think that's like below my rank. I don't know. I'm an honorary member. I think anyone below me or below my rank got kicked, and they did some server maintenance. They worked on it to prevent people on alt accounts from joining. So the new process is you have to rejoin. I don't know if there's an actual Discord link available, like invite link yet available, like that's public. From what I know, you have to be invited by an admin or a moderator. I don't know if there is like I said, a public Discord link yet. I can ask, but I don't know. Like I said, I'm just a honorary member over there. I'm not a moderator or anything. I just know I try to invite one guy who is a chill guy that I know is not going to cause issues, and I couldn't. So I'm guessing it was at least at that point it was moderator admin only. So it is open now. If you do join, you have to go through the alt identifier, which will like identify if you have any alt accounts in the server to keep undesirables out. Then you have to apply to become a member. You have to go through the alt identifier, read the rules, accept the rules, and then you have to apply to become a member. I believe that's the way it goes. And then from there, they decide whether you get access to mods or not. It's a process. There's no time frame. they're not going to discuss what the parameters is. The only thing they say is it's by activity. So the more active you are in the server, and not just saying go in there and be like, cool, nice, awesome, you know, one word responses, that's not really being active. That's just trying, like, that's a cop out. So you looks like you're being active because you have chats, but then you're not really being active. You're just typing one word answers. A bit bottish, if you ask me. But they're not going to disclose that at the current time. I don't know if they ever will, but it's a process. That's the only thing that I know. I don't even know the parameters. I don't even know what you have to do other than being active. I don't know the time frame. I don't know like a certain level. I don't know any of that because I am not a moderator admin. So I wouldn't, if I were you, I would not message the admins. I would not even, if you do make it into the thin line, I would not ask. Just know that's the current situation, and you can thank that ghost douche guy because he is the direct cause from this. To tie on to that, I'm sorry, I keep going off on these tangents, but to tie on to that, if you are anyway associated with, I think I know him as Ghost Rider. I think another one is Chief Andrew or FS17 Fire Modder, or whatever he's going by. He changes it all the time. If you have any association with him, meaning if you share a Discord chat or Discord room with him or what have you, if you are friends with him, you will not make it in thin line, just so you know. I have a long-time subscriber who is a part of one of his Discords, actually multiple of his Discords, and he can't seem to understand that he will not get into any Discord of mine or thin lines as long as he is associated with Andrew. So there you go. Just want to tie that in. But let's move on to last week and what happened last week. So last week was a disaster for me. Absolute disaster. Christmas Day was alright. Our oldest one didn't want to come down and join in Christmas. She didn't want to go over to my dad's to have Christmas dinner. And then turns around and Christmas Day, or day after Christmas, end up getting kicked out. I don't want to go into too much information, but just know it was a long drawn out process, and it was not pretty at all. And it took its toll on me, and that's why a lot of the uploads last week, especially if you guys watched the mod spotlight from last week, you guys probably could tell I wasn't in the greatest of spirits, and that's 100% why. That was the first video and only video I've recorded besides this one since that all happened, and it was hard on me. It really was, and because you spend so much time and effort into it and into raising this kid. It takes blood, sweat, tears, money, food. It takes everything to raise a kid, and to have someone pretty much constantly fight you the whole time while you're trying to do the best thing for it. It's hard, and then when they take the easy way out all the time, it's hard. And I just hope that she realizes that her being kicked out is not because we don't love her, we don't care about her, is because we're hoping that it is a wake-up call, and something for her to learn that, you know, she can't just lay around all the time and not go to school, not do work, all that. She's got to do something with her life, and that's what we're hoping to gain by this process. She does have somewhere to stay. She's not living on the streets or anything. I just want to make that clear. But yeah, so it was rough on me. I'm not even gonna lie, I cried like a baby. But I'm doing better now because I know in the long run it's gonna be best for everybody. It's gonna be better for everyone's mental health here. It's It's going to be better her because now she's got a fire lit under her to get something done, hopefully. And yeah, go from there. On top of that, just a day later, I take my car in to get the sound that I discussed in previous Feenix moments to get it fixed. And I go up there and I say, I think I got a wheel bearing going bad. Long story, I'm going to condense it down because it is a long story. But I go up, I have a wheel bearing going bad, or I think I have a wheel bearing going bad. Will you guys fix that? Woman behind the counter. Yes, we'll fix that. Are you sure it's the problem, or do you need us to diagnose it? I said, well, I'm not quite sure if that's the problem, but I've talked to a few people. They seem the general consensus is that is the problem. And she said, can you describe the problem? I described the problem of being a horrible sound coming from the right front anytime I turn left. If I turn right, it's fine, but when I turn left, it puts the weight on the right front. It howls like a train horn. And the mechanic, the guy who actually did the work, was actually sitting in the chair right next to her, and he shook his head yes. Fast forward through the conversation, she wanted to order the whole assembly. He said, no, I can fix it with just the wheel bearing. Further reassuring to me that was the issue. So I didn't pay for them to diagnose it because he pretty much did it for me. So, fast forward to the next day, I get a phone call. Hey, the wheel bearing didn't fix the issue. What do you mean the wheel bearing didn't fix the issue? You're charging me $470 for a fix that you didn't actually do. And she said, well, you didn't diagnose it. We have a lot of people who come in that, they don't want the diagnosis because it costs extra money. I said, well, no, I was considering it until your guy shook his head yes and told me that was the problem without diagnosing it. He said that was the issue. Let me call you back. A couple hours later, get a phone call. We went ahead and diagnosed it free of charge. It's your brakes. I still have, she said something about a brake inverter. I don't know what that, I've Googled it and I have no clue what that is. So she claimed it was a brake inverter and it was going to cost $300 extra. So I ended up paying a $700 something. At the end of the day, it was $740 something, I believe, to fix my car, which I didn't have. Luckily, because I was going to pick up the car and bring it back home without having the brake fixed, and she said if I paid what I owed that day, that they go ahead and fix it, and I can pay the rest the next day, or the next pay period. So I wasn't happy that day either. I was pretty mad. So anyway, that was last week. Balled up into it was all just an absolute crap show, and everybody's like, oh, it's a new year, next week it's new year, everything's gonna change. No, it's gonna be the same, because in the first month of next year, my dad's gonna have surgery again. My wife's gotta go. We have to go up to Philadelphia so my wife can find out when she's gonna have surgery again. It's already starting off as a crap show, so I'm not looking forward to next week or next month, next year at all. And then it's an election year, so it's gonna be an absolute nut case of a year. Anyone thinks 2023 was a nut show? That was the pre-show for the circus that's gonna be 2024. I'm calling it right here, right now. Anyway, let's move on this week and what to expect, so you guys can get out of here. First off, you're watching the Feenix moment now. Hopefully, Sunday Feenix moment. That's the new day. Moving on. Monday, we'll get a twofer. It won't be a map mod spotlight. It's going to be another FS91 garage update. This one being of all my other projects. Harrington, Burton, Delchester, all that's going to be in that video. Someone wanted an update on Station 50, so that's going to be the video for it. Later today will be WWE 2K23 with PJs, and then we'll move on to Tuesday. I think I said I was doing We Were Here, but I have a couple more Skull and Bones video, so we're going to do those first. So once we get through all the Skull and Bones videos, then we'll go back to We Were Here. And then we already have the next one coming up, which will be Sunken Land. Yeah. Anyway, so Tuesday will be more Skull and Bones. Then Wednesday will be mod spotlight. We're going to do all the mods we didn't cover last week. We're going to do it this week. And then Thursday will be more Gotham Knights. Still have plans that recorded. Friday will be a Feenix plays. I think it's a game called You're the Judge or something like that. Check that out. And then Saturday will be Dying Light. So there you go. That's the upload schedule for this week. As far as live streaming goes, Thursday you guys can expect PJ streaming over on his channel. I should say if this goes up around noonish, JT is streaming. He's more likely streaming some Among Us right now, or maybe some Goose Goose Duck. I don't know, but you can catch his stream on Sundays. We'll talk about it again at the end of after I get through mine. But on Thursday is PJ's stream. You guys can check him out. Both of them guys, JT and PJ's, are linked down in the description down below. So you want to go check out their channels. They live stream on their days, Thursdays and Sundays. Anything you see with their name in the title, whether it be the Cast Pajamas, that's all recorded on Thursday nights when PJ streams. So all those games, that's the games he plays over there. And then anything like Goose Goose Dunk or Among Us wise that I post on my channel was all recorded during JT streams. Anyway, Thursday night, I don't know it for sure certain yet, but PJ's was talking about doing some Ready or Not. So there should be some Ready or Not, more Ready or Not videos coming up fairly soon. Friday is my stream night. As far as I know, I'm streaming on at normal time. Last week was a last minute thing. I was supposed to stream at the regular time, and then my wife had to cover someone who called out, so that got pushed up to a early live stream. But next Friday should be normal time. Then Saturday, I don't know if I'm going to stream on Saturday or not, because PJ isn't going to be here. If JT's here, we'll do something. But I don't. If JT's not available, then I probably won't stream. I'll probably take the night off. I think that covers everything. I also have to figure out when the Royal Rumble is. I'm definitely missing that night. I'm watching the Royal Rumble. I love the Royal Rumble. Anyway, so that I think it covers everything from my stream. And then of course Sunday, again, will be JT's stream. Usually some Among Us around noon. My streams start anywhere between 8 and 9. PJ's same time, roughly between 8 and 9. Oh my goodness, I'm running out of voice here, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. If you guys did enjoy today's video, be sure to leave a like down below. It does help me out so very, very much. And I do appreciate it so very, very much. If you guys do want to see future Farming Simulator 22 Feenix ones, be sure to click the subscribe button if you guys will be notified whenever I do go live or upload a video. Go ahead and click that notification bell. As always, guys, thank you so very much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.